Okay, guys, this video training is a little ER kit, a little emergency kit to help you guys, those of you who are using Kartra and who received a message that you have been basically shut down for using Kartra email because you've been flagged as spam or your emails triggered something regarding the deliverability rate. Unfortunately, like in my account, I'll just kind of go in here. I've been checking in my communications and my emails. I just wanted to let you guys know that in a lot of my emails, everything is pretty good to go. So obviously there's something going on that with email triggers that we just want to be mindful of and try to do our best to make sure that we are staying clean with our email systems. And also what that means is making sure that we are basically deleting any emails that are blacklisted or that hard bounce. And I know sometimes it's challenging because sometimes an email may be triggered as a hard bounce or blacklisted even when it's not supposed to be. So sometimes it's challenging to know that kind of stuff, especially because we're marketers and we're marketing to different audiences. No matter what kind of lead list that we're bringing into our system, it's always going to be different, so we're doing our best to clean up our lists, and we're going to keep improving the process, and we're going to keep using Kartra as well. So one of the things that I will keep doing in the communication area is I'm going to keep building sequences for you guys, and we're going to keep building sequences, and I'll keep giving you guys to deploy sequences inside of Kartra, which will include lists and tags as well that you guys will have. But I'll keep in mind to make sure things are really clean for everybody when we're moving into more of the advertising funnels for emails. So anyway, I'll be giving you guys more email sequences to use for your lists and to create lists. So I'll be teaching you more about automations as I talk about with you guys in the ambassador program calls. But I do want to make it clear that Kartra is still what we're using for the communications of all of this. But the email, the sending from, instead of it sending from the gateway of Kartra, so let me just open up this fast. So when I go to like sending a broadcast, for example, if I click plus broadcast and I do test email, so I'm just going to show you guys just sending a simple test, sending an email. So basically, it's telling me the gateway, initially the gateway with Kartra is not enabled, it's disabled. So Kartra mail has been disabled, right? So if that's what's happened with yours, what we're actually going to do is we're going to set up SendGrid. And so this is a third-party mail integration. It's a gateway, but we're still going to be using all of the same cool tools, bells and whistles, behavioral adaptive marketing Kartra allows. We're just integrating SendGrid as the gateway, okay? So everything is the same for me. The sender is still going to say from my system, predictable system, and it's still sending from support@predictable-system.com, okay? So all of this everything is basically going to be the same, except we're changing the gateway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through with one of our members now, Jason, and Jason is I'm going to walk through Jason of how to set this up so that you guys can set it up too. So if you want to follow click by click, obviously you can, or you can watch and then go through it with us. We may run into some issues. And also, as you guys know, you can always come on to any AP call. You can always come on to live calls. And if I need to hold more live calls with you guys, for sure I will, to be able to support you in setting this up properly. So basically what we do in Kartra is really simple. We just go to my integrations and we look for, in integrations in Kartra, we look for SendGrid, and then we click on plus integration. And so we're going to do that with Jason. We're going to set that up under SendGrid, which is already inside of Kartra integrations. And what we're also going to do is we're going to choose a SendGrid plan. So when you go to sendgrid.com, pricing, as you can see my screen here, there is a free option which I'm recommending that you start off with. But if you have to send more emails, because they allow 40,000 for the first 30 days, and then it goes to 100 email sends a day forever, which is free. However, I know some of you have more emails to send than 100 a day, and so there is a 40,000 emails a month that you can send for $15 a month. It does increase, you can send a lot more emails, right? It's actually very inexpensive. And I have been just testing it today, and it works really well with Kartra. So I again recommend the free version, and then if you have to upgrade to the $15 a month, that's something you can do. And again, everything's working the same with emails inside of Kartra. We're just integrating third party. We're integrating a different gateway, a different mail gateway. So Jason is going to show his screen, and again, we may go through a little bit of some technical, glitches. We're just going to go through it step by step because it does take a little bit of time. And for me, I'm not as clean with this process, as some of you guys may be. You guys may actually be faster than me at this. So what we're going to do first is actually, we're going to need to, you guys are going to need to log into GoDaddy. So for me, my domain was actually hosted in GoDaddy, predictable-system, my DNS codes. So basically what you need to do is figure out where your domain is stored. Whether your domain is the CNAME, the CNAME and all of the different cPanels. I know some of you guys may not understand where to find that. For me, it was in GoDaddy, where I went into GoDaddy to do that. It looks the very same as it does inside of any other hosting. Jason's gonna show us inside of we're going to do it inside of Visiting Host, because that's where his domain is being hosted and directed into Visiting Host. So what you guys are going to do is, if you have your domain hosted in Visiting Host, or if your domain is being literally just hosted as the registrar inside of GoDaddy, what you're actually going to do is go into GoDaddy, and I'll share with you my screen really fast. Let me just go in there really fast so I can show you guys GoDaddy. But we will go into, with Jason, we're actually going to go into Visiting Host, but I just want to show you guys. Let me just share with you. So I'm inside GoDaddy, and GoDaddy, because predictable-system, I'm redirecting into Kartra. It's not used for my blog. robinlynn.com is, and mikeklingler.com is inside Visiting Host. So if you guys are directing your domain in Visiting Host, we're going to go there. But otherwise, if your domain is just housed in GoDaddy, you would just go to DNS, and if your all of your information is stored, like the CNAME, if you edit your CNAME somewhere else, like in Visiting Host, you're going to go there. If you don't know, you may want to ask us on a live session, or in one of the groups. You can ask us, because I do want to make sure that you do this properly, because you're going to be adding some CNAMEs and actually an MX code. It's actually really simple. I just want to make sure you guys put it in the right area. So again, for me, predictable system DNS management. I went into GoDaddy. For Jason, we're going to go into visiting host and try it in there and see if that's the right place for Jason. Then we're going to go into Kartra, and we're going to integrate it with SendGrid. And then the final thing is we're going to make sure everything works as well with SendGrid, with the domain, and with Kartra. And then we're going to test an email with Kartra. So, okay. So hopefully all of that made sense. If it didn't, you guys can always test to see if this works. Don't be afraid to go into visiting host. Don't be afraid to go into GoDaddy and try it out. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. We'll fix it. Don't worry. And I'll do some live training as well if you guys need it. So without further ado, I am going to turn my screen over to Jason, and I'm going to direct you now. So let me see here, Jason. Okay. So Jason, I'm going to make you host. And go ahead and see if it allows you to take over the screen there. Hit record. And this should work. Let's see. Okay, now go ahead and share your screen if possible, your desktop if possible.
Okay, where you want to go first?
Okay, so let's go to sendgrid.com.
In Kartra. Or you want to?
Go to sendgrid.com.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so go ahead and let's do try for free or start for free. And if you want to pause the screen while you're doing this, you're going to set up your username, you're going to create a password, and then use, we want to use a professional email address, or one that's associated, if you want, with your Kartra account, the one that you're using, the email that you're using. We don't want to use an email that has CBD in it, that has hemp in it, or that's not professional. We obviously want to use a professional email if we have one, or your name. But go ahead and set this up, and then when you're done, it's going to take us to the next page. So just go ahead and unpause your screen when you're done with that.
Okay.
Again, username should be professional and, you know, just something simple. So when you guys are setting this up, just again, be sure to make a note of your username and your password and your email address you're using so you guys remember what it is, and store it in a safe place. I always recommend Google Sheets or a note section on your computer that you're gonna remember.
Okay, hold on. Writing it down. All right.
So let's share your screen when you're ready to the next step. Okay, so let's, so tell us about yourself. So basically, you're gonna put, let's see, your first name, your last name. If you have a company name, if you guys don't have a company name, go ahead and just put your name, so just put Jason Awada if you don't have a name. It looks like you have to put something there as a company name.
Okay.
So if you guys don't have an LLC or an INC or whatever, go ahead and just put your name. And then your website, you would definitely want to use your blog website. So https:// I'm assuming jasonawada.com. Is that the right email? Or sorry, web?
Yep.
Okay. Phone number. So what is your role? You guys can either say CEO or you can say marketer. It's up to you. How many emails do you send a month, 0 to 100,000? How many employees, 1 to 500? And then get started. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, so integrate using the web. So we're going to be integrating now. Okay, so first of all, it needs us to confirm your email address. So can you go to your email and confirm your email?
Here.
No, you have to go to your email account to confirm it. Your inbox. It just sent you an email. So the email address that you gave this company is sending you an email to verify. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have to go to your email inbox, the email that you just gave this company. You go to that email account and you click verify. So did you do that?
Confirm email address. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So now it's validating. So return. Perfect. So guys, make sure that you go to your email account, the email that you gave the system, and verify it. And that's what you're seeing here. It's letting us know that now we're good. Okay. So verify a quick method for getting started, recommending for testing only. So what I did was I did the authenticate your domain, and it was pretty, now we're going to go into your CNAME panel. So go ahead and click that, authenticate your domain. Which domain server do you use? So the DNS host, I think, is GoDaddy, the DNS host, right? Is that where you bought your domain?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's do that. So let's go to GoDaddy. Would you like to brand the links? Just go ahead and click no for now because I clicked yes and it didn't work properly. So I'm gonna see if this works for you. For me, because I have a forwarding, it didn't work properly, but I set it up and it worked anyway. So let me take you through these steps. Go ahead and click next. Your domain is going to be your address. So is it the jasonawada.com?
Yes.
Go ahead and type that in. So you guys will be typing in your domain address that we're using here. So this is the domain for your emails, guys. So for example, Jason has an email. I'm assuming is it jason@jasonawada.com?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we're doing now to make sure that the domain is going to be working here. So go ahead and click next. And we're actually going to go now to, we're going to go now into GoDaddy. So open up in a new tab, GoDaddy. Go ahead and log into that account.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay, so what we're going to do is look for the domain right there, and then we're going to go to DNS. Okay, so it is saying it's not managed by us, so that's, it's likely now in visiting host, right?
yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure because mine was in here. So let's go back to SendGrid for a second. Click on, we have to go back. So click the back buttons because we have to change it back again. Okay, so DNS host, visiting host might not be there, so we might have to click other. Other.
And this still says no aware.
Which DNS host, visiting host? Yes, go ahead and click next.
Next. So I put my the domain
So
here, right?
that is correct. So go ahead and click next. Okay. So we are going to add these to the DNS section inside of visiting host. So now go ahead and log into visiting host.
So you need to go to the cPanel.
And go to cPanel.
Okay.
And type in zone editor, or we're going to look for zone editor. Okay. So go ahead and just type it, look for manage. Yeah, click manage. We're just going to be adding some CNAMEs. So this is, guys, this is where the CNAMEs are located. This is where all of the DNS records are located. So what we're looking for is that orange button that says plus, or you could click the back button. Go ahead and just click back again.
Back.
Yep, go ahead and click back one more time.
Again?
So you see where it says plus CNAME record? So we're gonna do that. So click that. Okay. So now go to the SendGrid tab. And we're gonna do this 3 times. So go ahead and click copy on the top one. We're gonna do one at a time. Copy. Go ahead and paste in the name, the top
Here?
one. Yep.
Okay.
And then go back to SendGrid. And click on the top right one. Copy. Go back to cPanel and paste. And then click add CNAME record. And let's see if that, okay. So that successfully worked. Okay, so clicks, so that's good. So go ahead and click plus CNAME record again. We're gonna go on number 2 now. So go back to SendGrid and copying the second CNAME. So the one on the left goes on top, and then the one on the right goes on the bottom. It's horizontal, so all right, successful. Last one, CNAME record. Go to SendGrid and the, there you go. ES2 and then S2. Okay, perfect. So let's go back to SendGrid. Good job. And let's click I've added these records at the bottom and then verify, and let's see if it likes you. Didn't like me. Sometimes I've been told it takes some time, but we'll see. It might take a little time, but let's see if it gives us verification. So there was an error. That's what I got as well. But it still worked for me. So do you see at the very top where it says send your first email, integrate using our web API, create an API key? Go ahead and click that now. Go ahead and choose the SMTP relay, the one on the right. Now, obviously, before you create the key, I want you to press pause so we don't see the API key. So go ahead and pause the screen. And so what you guys are going to do is you're going to name the first API key, which is basically, I named mine PSSG, so predictable system SendGrid. So whatever you want to name it, this is for you, and it's going to be named and shown to you inside of Kartra. So whatever you want to name it, if you want to name it JISG for Jason Iwata SendGrid, or whatever you want to name it, it's up to you. So go ahead and name it at the top. And then once you name it, you're going to click create key.
Okay.
Now, do you see where it gave you
A bunch of letters and numbers.
Yeah, so go ahead and copy the API key. It gave it to you at the top. Go ahead and copy it. And
Okay.
we're actually gonna paste that inside of Kartra. So copy that.
All right.
Now let's go to Kartra.
Okay.
You can unpause your screen now. Share with us your screen. Okay. So now we're in Kartra and we clicked My Integrations, and now we're gonna go to SendGrid, and you're gonna click that, yes. SendGrid is over to the right at the bottom, and you're gonna click on the little dot, 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 and click on plus new integration. Now the gateway name, enter the name of the gateway, you name it the name that you gave it. So I named mine again PSSG, so whatever you want to name it. Okay, now go ahead and pause your screen again, and you're going to paste your API key in here. I just don't want people seeing it. So
okay.
So paste the API key. Now the sender name, so this is where you guys are going to be making sure that this is all spelled correctly. So sender name is, mine is predictable system. So yours is probably gonna be your name. So Jason Iwata, if that's what you want people to see when they get an email from you. So you guys are in the sender name, we'll probably put your name. The send from is your professional email address, the email address that you want to send from and that you want to reply. So go ahead and just change that.
Okay, so
and then you're gonna click, this is my default email gateway.
so the send from, what is the reply to email?
It's the same.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So again, mine is support@predictable-system.com and then support@predictablesystem.com. So that's my send from and my reply to. So yours will be jason@jasonawada.com and then jason@jasonawada.com. So you guys will type in your email.
All right.
You're gonna click, this is my default email gateway.
Okay.
And then let's have a test to yourself. So send an email test to yourself if you want that to be Gmail or the professional email. It's up to you.
Okay.
So go ahead and send a test to yourself now and see if that worked. And now while we're waiting for that, be sure to now click create, the green button on the right here in the area. And then once you click create, go ahead and unpause your screen and let's check in with where you're at.
Okay, where am I? Create. On pause.
Okay. So it says it's configured. So go ahead and just copy this webhook. Okay. So I didn't add the webhook because I wasn't able to do that yet. And that's something that I'm gonna need to figure out how to do. So go ahead and click close for now. And okay, so SendGrid is there. It looks connected. So now let's go back to SendGrid, the actual website. And go ahead and click I've updated my settings and verify. Go ahead and verify there, click that. So mine gave me an error saying that that there was an error, and I think it's because I'm forwarding into Kartra versus just housing it in a site. So as we're waiting here for the integration, it's probably going to give us an error like it did with mine, but I don't think it means that it's not working because mine is definitely working. So I just want to make sure here that send an email from your application using the interview. Okay. So let's now wait for this, but I also, we haven't seen your email yet. Please check your code, run it again, then click retry. So go ahead and click back to instructions.
So do I need to create another key?
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of because we just did this. So go up to go to the left on the bottom settings and click API keys. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Click on the right under action. Okay, yeah, so we got it here. So I believe that this is working now, but there was an MX key that I had to get. So go to the upper left where it says email API. And then go ahead and just click dashboard. Go ahead and do the verify a single sender there. Let's try this. So let's see, you're required to include information. Okay, so go ahead and put the from name, so Jason Awada. And the from email address, jason@jasonawada.com. Same thing for reply to. So the CCAN spam requires an address, a company address. So guys, go ahead and make sure you include that for yourself. If you have a PO box that you prefer to use, obviously you guys can do that as well.
So do I create it or do I need a nickname or?
Um, let's see. Go ahead and name it JISG again.
Uh-oh, what happened here?
Okay, single sender. So that looks fine. So you created a sender, check your inbox to verify your sender identity. So go ahead and go to your email now. Let's do that first. Okay, perfect. So you're verified. Okay,
So you know on that email we sent earlier, it said it failed to Kartra.
let's see. Send grid, unfortunately, failed to return from the address much verified sender identity. Okay, let's try it again.
So back to Kartra.
Let's go to SendGrid. Go to dashboard. It actually looks good to me. Go down to, here's what I had to do, and I can't tell you where I got this, this code, but I got an MX code, and here's what you're gonna need to do. So it was something that I found that I had to do that I don't know why it's not telling us we have to do. So go to GoDaddy, or sorry, um, cPanel, zone editor. So you guys, okay. So now we have to add an MX record. This is, I think, what the issue is. So go ahead and click MX record. So now you guys have to go to your visiting host or GoDaddy, and priority, you're gonna name it, priority, you're gonna name it 10 for 10.
Say again, you broke up.
10, the number's 10.
Okay.
And then destination, you're gonna go PARSE, not all caps.
Just the P or all
No, just
lower?
all lowercase. It's actually, mine doesn't look like that. Mine says host is parse, and then it points to mxsendgrid.net. So let's see. Priority is 10. Destination, you know, go ahead, instead of parse, go ahead and put mx dot sendgrid.net. Send. Yeah. Maybe the MX actually is sendgrid.net. Yeah, go ahead and add that. See, go to manage. I need to look at it. Scroll down. Give me a second. Let me see. There it is at the bottom.
Hold on here.
Click on edit for a second. Okay, so you see at the left where it says jasonowada.com. Delete that and put PARSE. Okay, now save. Let me see if this works. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna need to get some help from the other from the support people at SendGrid. So now let's go to SendGrid and refresh. See if it tells us anything. Now let's go to Kartra and also hit refresh. All right. Looks fine to me. So now what we're going to do, we're actually going to send a test. So go to My Communications. Yeah, send a broadcast out to like yourself or, you know, a small list. Do you have a list of just you?
No.
When it said one person, who was that one person that's not you?
Oh, where did it say that? Sorry, I didn't even look.
In one of the lists?
Oh no, that's my new pre-enrollee that I just got.
Okay,
I think.
cancel this. Add a lead, add me. So add lead, new lead. First name ROBYN. LINN. Email, go ahead and do TEAM at predictable
Predictable
dash system.com. Save. Okay. Save again and come out. Why is it red? Give me a second. Maybe because I'm not added. So go ahead and click on it again. Add list. Go to list. Let's create. Let's see. Do you have a test list?
I think I don't got nobody on there. Let's see.
Well, I want to make sure.
Okay, wait, let me just check.
We can add a new list.
No, you're the only one here. That's my
Okay.
when I get the new guys before I
New
send them a welcome.
pre-enrollees, no welcome. So go ahead and go to now communications and broadcast and test and no particular. Let's create. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to do some digging. So your gateway is now there. You see that, and your email's there. So go ahead and save that. That's good. That's healthy. recipients to a list. Yep. Go ahead and do the pre-enrollees. Good. Add. Okay. Single email. Subject line. Hey girl, this is a test. Good. Aloha, and then subject line, just making sure you got this.
That's good right there.
Sure. Okay, send right away. Okay, let's wait and see. If it doesn't work, then obviously SendGrid, we need to figure something out between SendGrid and I actually hear an email. Oh, I got it.
So
Yep.
it works.
It works. So my only concern is just the fact that it says that it's not connected even though it is. So verifying the email or the address. I'm not sure why it's saying that. So I'm going to try to dig with SendGrid to find out why it's telling me that, and they may give me some insight. So I'll let everybody know. But that's really good. That's really good. So it seems like it works, right?
So I can still send broadcast from here then, like how I was doing before.
Same thing, it's just a different gateway.
But then I have a limit, right, with that SendGrid. Is that
So when you want to send more, you would upgrade to the $15 a month.
right? So right now they said at 40,000 for a month, but then after that month it's just $100, 100 a day, was it? Something
100
like that?
emails send a day for free.
Okay.
And then it's 40,000 a month for $15 a month.
And it doesn't have a daily limit then on that one.
There are no limits, no.
So you reach a 40,000 for the whole month.
And then it jumps up to $30 a month, and then it jumps up from there. But we can
Okay, I
always
got
take
it.
it one step at a time. I don't think there's going to be an issue if you want to go in and if you want to just make a mental note and buy the $15 one later. If I just want to
Right,
make
right.
sure everything works really well for now.
Okay.
But if you go to SendGrid, I think there's a way. Go ahead, let's just go there really fast. And by the way, guys, all of your emails and all of the sequences are gonna everything's gonna keep sending as normal now. Even though it's saying for some reason it's not integrated, it is. I just need to make sure on my end as well that it is with them tomorrow. I'll figure it out.
So the sequences I have set up right now in Kartra should be
they're all gonna keep going
keep
now.
going. Okay.
Go ahead and just for a second, go down to settings and click account details. So your products, click your products.
Where's that at? On the
At
left?
the top.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So it's probably going to tell us that we can upgrade. Yep. Okay. So, so do you see there it says change plan?
Yeah.
So at the bottom, right below you, marketing campaigns. Oh, never mind. Plan. I see. Email API change plan. Yeah, if you go ahead and click on change plan.
This one or that?
I think it's the same. So this just tells you what is possible. So it's sharing with you 40,000 emails a month, 100,000 emails a month, and then it jumps up to the pro.
Okay, got it.
So everybody, I'm recommending to do free unless you need to do the 15 a month because you've got more emails to send per month, then you can jump to the 15 a month. But I just want to make sure this is working for everyone first. And unfortunately, you are going to have to add those CNAMEs and then that MX. Go ahead and just go to your domain manager one more time, at the visiting host, the cPanel.
cPanel.
And scroll down to the bottom where with the MX. So yeah, we had to do parse dot your domain. So that was something, guys, that if you need help, I know some of you will, so you can ask us, and hopefully we'll be able to get you started and help you out. So go ahead and Jason, you can, let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, okay. Go ahead and stop share if you can. Okay. Let me, where's my screen here? Okay, wrong screen. Here we are. Okay, so some of you guys, as I mentioned, may have to go into GoDaddy because again, that's where mine was at. Mine was in GoDaddy and my host was Parse, and it pointed to mx.sendgrid.net with priority of 10. And as you could see with Jason's, with his in visiting host, he just had to edit it because his was pointing to his domain, and I just had him add parse at the beginning that pointed to this. So if you guys need any help, I know it's a little confusing, you can always let me know. Also, like I said, I want to make sure the SendGrid does work properly for you guys. So just make sure that, you know, if there are any issues, you let us know. And again, the pricing is very reasonable. It is a really good gateway to use with Kartra that we're using. And so start off with the free, make sure it works, go through the steps as we shared with you. It is going to say, you know, it may say that it's not working as far as the domain not verifying, but I will be bug testing that with SendGrid and letting you guys know. If we go to status.sendgrid.com, it does tell me everything is operational. So can you, Jason, can you go to status.sendgrid.com?
Okay, hold on. Oh. All systems operational.
Okay, very good. So obviously, if that does not say that, then we want to obviously do some more work. But because mine is saying this, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to expect that my Kartra system sends everything properly. Again, we got there from going to Kartra My Integrations, and then we added that integration here. And it should show green activated, and then we Jason showed us how to do a broadcast with my communication. So guys, there are steps involved. This is a business. It's a real business. It's not a fake business. You own this business. You know, make it a professional, take it in a professional way. You know, you don't want to think lightly of this. It is something that can absolutely help you generate significant revenue and do just accelerated growth. As you guys have seen Mike and I share with you, it is something that you're going to want to learn how to, you know, emotionally handle. For me, I know there are sometimes emotional things that get in the way of sometimes, you know, some things happen and we need to fix, you know, errors. And like we saw today, you know, being booted out of the mail integration here. And so it's very important, you know, to handle it, to handle it with a sense of opportunity. What can I learn? I learned SendGrid today. I learned more integration tools today. I learned how to, you know, have a different sense of ownership of my online business today. So I want you guys to really understand that this business is is making hopefully you a stronger professional and more aware of what's possible as a business owner and as someone very valuable. And now obviously, you know, what you guys can do is you can go on YouTube and talk about like how powerful it is to have the awareness of our supportive community. Obviously, like I said, I'm here for you, and the community is here for you. There's going to be other people around as well, the community, and we're all going to support each other in making sure this is all working. And if there's any bugs or errors, something's not working, you guys know that you're not alone in this process. And you know, if I were alone in this process without working with Mike and my infrastructure that Mike and I have built, you know, it's very challenging. So you guys can rely on us for a lot of things that a lot of people out there in the online world don't have access to. They get so frustrated, like we all do, right? But then they give up. They don't find solutions, or it's just they can't work through the solutions because they don't have the funds or the time to work through it. So guys, we're here for you. This is all a really powerful process, an opportunity, and we're only going to get stronger from here with a lot more growth. And as you guys know, setting forward with advertising moving forward, YouTube ads, Bing ads, Facebook ads, and a lot more growth, accelerated growth and exponential growth. So guys, I'm really excited. Jason, thank you so much for letting me use you as the guinea pig tonight.
No problem. Thanks for all you and Mike do for the team too. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. And let me know if anything at all happens with the account that we just set up, if anything at all. Okay.
All
And
right, no problem. Thank you
we'll
again.
keep going. All right. Thanks, Jason.
All right, thank you.